What is this? Had to be 4, right? This little video is going to show you something. What is it?
There's going to be a hearing tomorrow to see whether or not there's any legal basis why you have to stay here.
I'm not crazy.
If it was up to you, would you like to leave the hospital tomorrow?
Immediately, first thing, I'm not crazy. Why would I stay here? Assuming he's in some institution, some center. And of course, you got the relentless wizard writing down notes of how to cook this spirit. What are they saying?
I'd like to leave the hospital tomorrow because I've got things I got to do.
Okay, well,
It's the first
I'm
of the
going to
month, and
be...
there's a lot of rent to be paid
Right.
and all that.
Of course. Who knew that that's the first thing somebody would say that they need to get back home to or get out of here from? Just to pay rent. To pay rent. And you'll be like, oh, this person is just sick. Oh, it's just sick. No. The whole worship of false love is the root of swarm ways of shatter. And just because this person is the obvious, you call it, oh, I'm normal, I'm sane, and this person is unwell. What a shame. Just because you say, oh, these people, they can't have jobs and they can't live, they can't be productive citizens. Our citizenry, they've been corrupted. We just have to institutionalize them and fry them better. Just spirit cook them better, right? No, what a shame. What a shame. This is life revealing to you exactly what you're living. But no, it's just that person. It's just that person, not this person. What a shame.
Okay, what brought you into the hospital?
I turned myself in on a 5150 because I felt like killing myself.
Okay, so you came here voluntarily.
So I could stop from killing myself.
Suicide
and what was going on that you felt
ideation.
like killing
It was
yourself?
3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. All the same thoughts kept racing through my mind over and over and over again. I just wanted them to stop.
Who knew that everyone? This is power. I mean, everything that these people are describing, you guessed it. You think and you just bash in your mind. But oh no, you can have a job. You can hold the job down, right? And you can have all the exactly friction you want. And you can have all the relationships and friends that just relentlessly circle jerk you. Whoa. But that's healthy. That is so healthy. And this person is unhealthy. What a shame. So who lays down in their bed with thoughts racing? Ah, but the difference you say is this guy just wanted to end it all. And he just wanted to just kill himself. So that's the difference, you fool. They would say, no. No. The difference perhaps is that you still actually believe you have control. What a shame. And this person just knows. He knows like, wow, it's just relentless. This person has acknowledged the swarm. But you guessed it. We all face the swarm, yet some people believe that they're protecting themselves from the swarm by their own self-boasting, self-relentless love, this and that, their bash sense of relative truth, this and that, some bash image that they worship of the future, and some bash image that they worship of the past, and some bash, disassociation from what you're actually living because you're always relentlessly working towards some bash physical distortion. So who's the sane one? Who's the same one? Because this person admits the swarm, you deny it. This person admits the swarm, yet still lives in a world that promotes standing outside of the objective absolute truth. And so it's just like saying, "Oh, it's okay to be a sitting duck. That's why you need to swim. Swim towards us. Swim, swim, swim. Swim towards us. We'll keep you afloat." Smashed. That's what an anchor says. "Stick with me. I'll keep you afloat." Smashed. Sinking you. What a shame. No man could save himself, let alone another. It's a spiritual. It's a spiritual battle, meaning you are in relentless friction. You are severing the lifeline because you have been brought up and taught and bashed into splithood, believing that it could just be anything because you believe you could be anything, but definitely not what you are. What a shame. What a shame. This relentless dream of always metamorphosizing, the relentless snake, the relentless just butterfly that somehow just always transforms. No. What a shame.
Period. And I thought, well, if I kill myself, I'll stop thinking. And I thought, well, that isn't too good of an idea either because you've got friends and people around you who love you. So I stopped that thought. And I said, well, who am I going to call? And I called up Ghostbusters.
No, but he's saying, so he goes through levels. He's like, okay, I just want the thoughts to stop, and now I just want to kill myself. But then I thought of all the people that care about me, and they still want me around, so I didn't. Being swayed and pushed around by the bully world that this person worships, and just wants it to stop. He just wants it to stop. Because what he's really saying is, can't you see that you're all just hypocrites? And no wonders this person believes that they're all against him. They're coming after him. Because who knew that their actual illness, meaning what you call unwellness, psychosis, illness, mental illness, is what you perpetuate day in, day out as quote unquote live. Wow, and everybody has their badge unwell indoctrination of how to go out there and smash. What a shame.
Oh, that came out wrong. It's a joke.
Ghostbusters.
I didn't call Ghostbusters. I called it Crisis Intervention Center and talked to them on the phone. They said there was nothing they could do for me for one night.
So he makes funny jokes, So I called Ghostbusters. So, exactly. So I called some bash that isn't real. But I thought it would tell me something that would make me feel better.
Night. So I wound up here by ambulance. Paid an ambulance to take me.
Okay.
Because the crisis intervention couldn't do anything for me.
Have you ever made any suicide attempts?
Oh, yeah, I have. A couple of them when I was 19.
Okay.
40 to 50% of patients attempt suicide. Of patients in general or just schizophrenic patients? That would not be a good record if it was just all patients that come in to medicine because of some medical issue. 40 to 50% of them attempt suicide. No, 100% of them are guaranteed suicide because they're out there stumbling. Meaning, your relentless abuse. It's your slow suicide. It's your relentless abuse of your flesh and of others. All because it feels so good. What a shame.
Are you usually able to ask for help when you start feeling like that?
No, I was never able to ask for help before.
Okay, so this is a new thing.
So out of the 40 to 50% that attempt suicide, 10 or 15% succeed.
Coming into the hospital.
Yeah,
Okay.
the way I came in here is unlike any other way I've ever come into a hospital. Asking people to please help me so I do not kill myself.
That's all the questions I have for right now.
Can I go back in now?
So that guy was just saying, this is the first time I've actually said, guys, somebody please help me, get me out of this, please. What do I do? So that just seems like the perfect scenario where the abuser has mashed and created these people that then just beg the same people to make them better. And the people, evoking the ritualistic behaviors that just you call Groundhog Day and what you call, these are the issues and these is where we need to work on. Wow, what a shame. These are the things that are used to just bash you into thinking that this is life. What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah, I'm getting very uncomfortable out here. I think somebody might be trying to shoot me.
Delusional paranoia. I think somebody might be trying to shoot me. So what if there was somebody actually trying to kill him? And you're like, no, 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 that's not true. It's just in his head. Wow. But if this person were to, I don't know, hurt somebody or not pay his taxes or just something that went along, what the bash next to him would say, well, this is law and this is justice and this is medicine, would come down and just smash him as hard as they could. Because, oh man, you just don't get it. And we'll just pump you full of pills and shock you and just spirit cook you into being some sort of helpful little servant, thinking you can fulfill your life somehow.
I got TV tooth, they call it.
I got TV
I'm
tooth.
surprised when they put little needles in your scalp. And they listen to me for years, if you know it or not.
Really?
I didn't know it. They have this really fantastic, expensive equipment they touched me with. They said to me, hey, we can check your head,
Psychopathic features, psychotic features. What are they?
for if your bump shows up bruised and the electricity's a little different across the scalp of your scalp, we'll guarantee you Social Security from that injury. Or
So he's talking about a little thing that comes and reads your scalp and the levels of electricity and this and that, and somehow you're associated with how many fillings he has or some bash. But just because this person is saying it, he's wrong. But then you go over to some bash building and they have some bash thing that says, oh, we're going to read how the electricity works in and out and in and out, and we're just going to be able to diagnose you. So they're right, but this guy's wrong. So, because you say, oh, because it's not real, it's just in his head. Wow. What a shame. Believing some machine instead of believing life in the sense of what's going on. What is life revealing in, behavior like this? Everything life revealeth. Yes, the Creator revealeth in giving and bringing forth relentlessly. So what is going on? What is life revealing relentlessly? Oh no, it's just that there's just wiring and electricity just not working properly. What a shame.
on its own, it's considered like cerebral palsy, but it would be muscular dystrophy kind of thing. And so I said, no, I don't think about it. The next day he comes back and says, did you think about it? Get me right, and all that. I said, well, okay, I'll look at it. Okay, let's go. And then they put the needle in. The last one they put in, they went like this.
So who came up to him and said, "Hey, let's probe you. Hey, let's put these things in your head." And he's like, "Well," so I went back the next day and I had thought about it and I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." What is going on? And same with the people that say, oh, alien abduction and this and this and this, and they defile me and rape me and seed me with some hybrid and this and extract and put in and extract and put in harvest and that and this and show me and wow. What a shame. What's going on? Could it not be the slithering of the swarm just whispering and telling you stories of great amazement or just It's the scariest thing ever and traumatic. Yes, trauma. It all comes back to the trauma state of split, of doubt, confusion. And just because you have a splash sense of feeling that you have control over your life doesn't mean you are free from whatever you have supposedly diagnosed this person of. Wow, what a shame.
So when they did it, I had a thought when they pulled him out burnt, but they left a little teeny little barb and all, every one of the places they put
You're
me.
just a big good actor. You should win the Oscars every year. Every one of you out there should win because you truly are the imposters. You truly are the real method actors, putting just relentless acting into action and be multiples of characters and personalities that shape shift and transform all while maintaining the same, you guessed it, conditions in place and motivations and intentions and visions and grandiose hopes for a future. Hopefully free of chemicals and global splash, and heat of some relentless sun and this. No, what is going on? What is going on?
And they recorded it. And one person who
So,
wanted it,
intoxication, hallucinogens, cocaine, phencyclidine, methamphetamine, and all these bashes.
didn't,
Sorcery,
someone else sold it to someone else. I don't know who, but
alchemy. And who
very,
knew that by just allowing everyone to use all this dust and all this, the ingredients to spirit cook and all this, that it is known that that actually just severs. They're just tools to just hack away at the lifeline, all while making you believe that you're cutting down the tree to make your home. What a shame. What a shame.
they will give a response back because of the how thick the dental is in my teeth. How thick the
Baal.
dental
They
is.
couldn't wait.
And with
The worship of Baal.
the needles, they're easy to focus a heavier field of pickup reception because of all the fillings I got. And so
So you have the worship of light, right? And imagine your own worship of the pyramid, right? So at the top, what is a you could say very little, and at the bottom you think it's wider. So narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide. But every corner is the same bash. Every triangle, every corner of that pyramid is the same bash. It's just now you think it's this way, and now this way, and now up and down and this. No, smashed. It's just layers of manipulation, of spin doctoring, until because worship of the light truly will bring about uh either total obvious, what it is to worship the light, or the masked version where inside you're still a mash and a constant conflict and a constant just mess, and you're just trolling and abusing, and it's just a bloodbath. But you're always you think you have the structure and the love of the world and this and that and this and this, where you're actually supposedly being functional and supposedly have ambition and supposedly have some sort of vision for what it is you're doing and how you're gonna do it and how you're gonna make this place better for everyone, and you're just doing your little bit because every little bit counts. What a shame. What a shame. Because what are you doing? You're just kicking around the dust and calling it smoke and this and that and saying, look, this is how you manipulate the dust. Look, stand away. We're going to manipulate it. No, what a shame. What are you doing? Life revealeth God relentlessly what it is, but you deny it and abuse it. And who knew things like this? It's just the result, meaning your mode of engagement, meaning your behavior, meaning your ritualistic patterns of what you worship. Wow. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. It's just all these things. It's just the drugs. It's just how it affects your chemicals in your brain and this and that, and that's why you have to bash them with pills. Otherwise, you'd probably kill yourself, or you probably hurt somebody else, or it would just be a low quality life. So, just take boatloads, truckloads of pills, and you'll be fine. Wow. And people still are just like, oh, we should just have so much empathy and compassion for all people and this and that. All the while, people are relentlessly showing, they're showing themselves. They're showing themselves. They're proving themselves right. All the while, life is revealing them to be a total sham. A total just work of denial, work of inequity, work of the thing that you think you're doing, but you're not. It's like the complete inverse. And Bash, you as above, so below. You are the alchemist that is. You're falling on your own sword. Okay, you're truly just so enamored with your pride and honor and this for what? Your control and administration and your ability to just confuse others? No. What a shame. There's only the word, the truth, the way, and the life. For there is a resolve in the Creator's creation. Who knew? So what do you see? Do you just see splinters of the personalities of the Bashwood that you worship, and therefore
I think it's people like
inevitably invite it to your
Stanford
life, meaning
and
invite it to just manifest
tech.
and then be confused by it further because you're already confused, bringing about confusion because you're confused. All while think you have a grip on the steering wheel and you're doing amazing. What a shame.
Technicians, wealthy technicians, and people that do stuff like NASA or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, so who's listening? And he's like, wealthy technicians and this and that and NASA. So obviously people say, oh, this guy's just crazy. He's just some nut. He's just some nut. He's a nut job. Right? I mean, you say he's just paranoid. He's paranoid. And according to Bash, supposed truthers out there, they're saying now that all people who believe in, whatever Bash reality, they all have mental illness. Wow. Wow. Why? What is mental illness if not just another word that has been used to smash you? Creating sides and, pockets and groups of puddles of emotion so that they can just smash at each other and this and that and this and that and this and that. Exactly. All the while, Groundhog Day, it just keeps going the same. Nothing has changed. Just your bash way that you think you're engaging with it. What a shame. And how now you're supposedly helping, and how you're supposedly part of the solution, and how you're supposedly part of the program to get it back on track, apparently. What a shame.
Ames Institute.
Ames
I
Institute.
came right up to them and tried to sell them that last little one. But for the amount of money they didn't have, I should have just gave it to them.
Oh, he tried to sell this to them. It says, tell Stag to, it looks like some rocket or something. I mean, and he's laughing. So, obviously there's something going on. And people that, okay, this is the true hypocrisy, because people that actually channel, they're the ones that are hearing voices for real. But people worship that. People worship that because apparently those people are, they're completely functional and they're making boatloads of money. And they're actually helping people because they're giving people a dream. Wow, what a shame. Channeling and boasting about what the Palladians are saying and what the whoever bash sector of this nebula and that constellation and this wizardry and that's the order, this order and this brotherhood and this sisterhood. No, smashed. Some bash galactic family of light. Wow, no. The promise, true. The true promise. Life everlasting. Who knew? The purpose of creation. Life everlasting with the creator. Who knew? Wow. No, it had to be this and this rocket and you and this shirt and Abbott. Wow, no.
I get to the point where I don't want to live anymore because the mental process of the mind takes over. When I think I'm doing good for a while, something
Oh, who knew that people don't want to live anymore when the mind takes over? And what is the mind? It's been the discussion of philosophers forever, apparently. No. It's what's been associated to, be the hub. The hub to the highest because it's supposedly the highest thing on your body, therefore it has to be the highest thing. Blah 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 blah. No, what is life? Well, apparently, according to her, what she wanted to end when her mind took over. So that's her definition of life. Something I want to just destroy. And this person's who knows what it is, but it's probably life is a mystery. What a shame.
mental takes over, and it scares me. Years ago, I didn't do that. Years ago, I didn't have to worry.
Greater than 6 months continuous social and or occupational dysfunction. That they're saying this is a symptom. This is how you tell. Really? What about the people that go traveling forever? Is that a social or that's a that's wow. They're dysfunctioning. They're not working. They're not building a life like your contemporary sense of this and that. And no, they're out there just smashing, hustle, food, maybe make some money doing this, what doing what they can, traveling. Is that a disorder? Is that a dysfunction? Social and or occupational, right? Dysfunction. Right. So instead of worshiping the fluidity of what that actually means in practical life, you rather focus on the fluidity of whether this person's a man or a woman. Wow, what a shame. No, because who knew that a life that is abused will now worship whatever image to escape that said abuse in Fantasyland? And yes, use the actual living life from which to portal to, and so of course you can just create your own story and this and this, and create your own personal personalities and this, and visit them and they speak to you and this and this. Wow, who knew? Who knew? But no, it's just oh, just some people suffer from this. What a shame.
That one thing, I was one less paranoid. I mean, one less crazy. I
Negative
was one less
symptoms.
crazy. I mean, years
She was almost crazy.
ago, I didn't have this new mental problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty scary. That's
So clueless, but they know they have it. Clueless, but they know something is different from what they were or this or that. And what is she doing? Could it be that all these people are just couldn't pretend anymore? And through induction and self, medication of that relentless escape, now it's they cannot hide from it in the sense of it's just there, and it's relentlessly blasting them to the point where they want to kill themselves. So again, what does that even mean? Because according to addiction and all that stuff, it's all about environment and supposedly the false love that you have around you that will dictate whether or not you will smash heroin or do smack or this and this and that. What is going on? So does this person, is this, yes, everyone who has been bashed in believing the false love of the world, who knew, will manifest into swarm legion ways of destruction. Wow, but no, you call it this and that and this and this and this and this and this and that, and you need more funding and more places to put people and more little buildings that people go in and out and in and out and in and out and just say, yay, I'm better. No, you've been brainwashed further to just carve the life out of you more. All to just accept some bash numb way of living, thinking you're working for something better. What a shame. What a shame. There's nothing better of the world. No, the world works perfectly. There's nothing better. It's the life. So what do you see? You're just abusing it and just playing Legos out there. And exploding and carving and shaping and shape-shifting and all this stuff, and it's amazing to you, and you want to perpetuate it somehow so that you live forever in the flesh. Wow, what a shame. Oh wow, not recognizing that the true promise is life everlasting, but not in a state of from doubt, because that signifies uncertainty. So is life everlasting certainty or uncertain? Exactly. What is it then? Who knew that a filter of seeing, what you see out through certainty or through uncertainty mean different things? But what does it mean? Oh, no, no, no. It's not real. It's just all relative, and it could be this and that, and this and that, and this. So we're just gonna try and help you the best we can by just pumping you with drugs. Amazing, and then just maybe counseling and saying you, well, did you ever think that maybe just something isn't right, and you have to revisit your past and this and that, and you have to forgive yourself for the traumas you love? No. Forgive your enemy. Love your enemy. For it is truly anger and the split, defiance that leaves you continuously in a place of doubt and confusion. And who knew at that point you're a sitting duck?
That's why I called the police. Nobody else was doing it. Boy, those people at 7-Eleven, they're always on the phone talking about me. Always. Especially in the summertime, nice weather.
So,
They're
always people talking about her,
calling
7-Eleven?
Barnes, St. John's.
Right, they're calling
There's a lot of
hospitals because they're saying, hey, this person's crazy, get her out of here. What, are they? Or is it just in her mind, apparently?
There's a lot of doctors at, not 7-Eleven, Quick Trip. You know what Quick Trip is? There's always a lot of doctors and nurses going there making point like kill her or do something to her.
Kill her.
Notice changes in your attention.
Oh, now she has the glasses.
With your illness.
Huh?
See, Split. This reminds me of the Anna Nicole Smith video that came out where her face is just painted. And it seems like she has no clue what's going on, and she's talking really strangely. Okay? Because this is the stare of worshiping the abyss. Okay? Or just being enchanted by the abyss. Look. And she's like, what? When the guy was asking her about attention, and this is how she responds. Huh? Exactly. And then what is going on? What is going on? Is this a joke? Or is this just somehow just poetic? It can't be. No. And it's not synchronistic and all this bash of that. Oh, it's the true science. What's true science? No. Life. What is life everlasting? Yes. What would it be for you to figure out if it's the creation's master plan, master creation for you to live in? Wow. No, it had to be that you had to figure it all out so you could say you created it all. What a shame. What a shame.
Do you notice changes in attention with your illness?
I'm retarded.
But do you
Oh, she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. I'm retarded. You mean slow? You mean delayed all the time, to be just late. You're late. Slow. What does that even mean? Held back. This and that and this and this and this. So other people are just speeding, according to that definition. Or just people just speeding? Or somehow going faster than you? No, what a shame. See, this person believes they're retarded. The guy's like, well, can you talk a little bit about your attention? I'm retarded. So just proof of trauma. But now they say, oh no, this condition is the trauma. No. Trauma is way before. This is a culmination that reveals relentlessly screaming at you, telling you what it is, but no, you run from it and you say, no, get it out for me, get it out, just make it stop. We must all, any living man or woman who sees and truly rejoices in the true promise, acknowledges their place on earth as a son or daughter of God, a creator, the creator that lives. And yes, through your creation, you have been created, you get to be here to see the purpose. And how do you express and glorify that in the flesh? It's about principalities of the highest order, okay? Spiritual battle, what is going on? Why can we not all admit it? And instead of pumping people with pills, allow them to receive the love of the Father. They have to make that choice. But what do they see? Do they continuously see? They seek the help of man, okay? And anybody who goes to man for a solution of just something so devastating is absurd, because they're the defilers that have perpetuated the means and mechanisms and bash ideals and dreams and bash words to make you into what you believe this is.
having problems focusing attention or keeping your attention on things?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I don't know.
She doesn't know, and she wants to
What
cry.
was that again?
I don't know, and what was that again?
When's the last time you felt good?
I don't remember. It's killing me. It's keeping me from having a...
Okay, that was almost like a whining. It wasn't like a crying, it was a whining. So this is truly this is method acting. But what is acting? Is it her, or would you say it's just her mind, or is it the voices that are in her mind? Wow, who knew? Who knew that maybe this is a perfect example of what the swarm does? But just because you don't actually engage with it at every given moment doesn't mean it's not there, okay? Because it's truly made people that actually go into astral projection and they're told, oh, make sure you're strong because you might not come back and this. No, it's truly because you're playing with fire. You're relentlessly opening yourself to be defiled and wordsmithed into something that just comes back and shares more lies and encourages people to just keep believing the false image. Nothing of it has any bearing that will stand on its own as truth. No. It all has to have some affiliation to this and this and this, and it's just science and correlation upon correlation. No, what a shame.
Your boyfriend keeping me from driving is killing me. Like in China or somewhere. I just believe
So
that
it keeps her
somebody's
from having relationships. This and this. Just puts her in a little cube.
been suffering years ago. They should take an OD and die because psychologically they may not want to take the OD, but to get out of their misery, they might.
Oh, exactly. They're like, she's like, well, everyone should just kill themselves because psychologically she did not want to, but you just might as well end it. No, exactly. Suicide sold to you as a way out. Way out of what? The suffering and the no. Because truly, it's just bringing a little closer the apparent inevitable, your own mortality, supposedly. But it's just a worship of death. You've worshipped death to that level that you actually did what it told you to do. Kill yourself. Kill yourself and fine. In doing that, it promised you freedom and peace because you're gonna, alleviate it all. What a shame. But you couldn't possibly worship the creator and the life and the true promise. No, that's just silly. Instead, I'll just worship death and fear it relentlessly. Wow, what a shame. What a shame. Because what is death if not just your fear of being self-aware, thinking yourself void, that you're alone, somehow in this, rock that's spinning relentlessly, who knows where and how, and this and that. Oh, but you're told by some little serpent. Wow, what a shame.
Fight it every night and every day. He's always fighting with me. Michael's always fighting with me. Drop dead, geek, retarded bitch. Oh,
Michael, is that her boyfriend or is that some guy that she hears?
doesn't mean shit to me anymore. I'm so used to it. I do have a brain
So
problem.
I do have a boyfriend problem. So she's making fun of it, but she's saying that she's relentlessly being told in her head that she's just all sorts of names. Abuse. Abuse in words. But this person cannot see what is being revealed. She listens to the words, right? And then interprets what she sees through those words that tell her this and this and this and this and this and this. So what's going on? Wordsmithing, worship of man's words to dictate and identify you as something that you'll ritualize into your being and somehow just bash.
But I don't have a brain tumor.
But I don't have a brain tumor. Male 3.
How are you doing? Not doing so hot. I think and feel as though people have called me here to electrocute me, judge me, put me in jail, or kill me, electrocute me because of some of the sins I've been in.
Is this a new feeling for you?
The main thing is don't get excited with the thing.
Taking all these drugs.
Is, it's not a new feeling.
Typical antipsychotic side effects. What? Extrapyramidal symptoms. Wow. Hyperprolactinemia. Anticholinergic. Blah. Of course. Wordsmithing. Amazing. This guy knows all these terms and he's just so proficient at them.
No. I'm scared of people.
Must be very frightening for you, though. Feel like you're about to get killed.
I'm so scared I can tell you that picture's got a headache.
Can you tell me more about that?
Okay, who's exactly afraid of people? No, fear God and keep His commandments. Keep the ordained principles. Who knew? No, it had to be just fear man because they're just gonna come and smash you. Fear the man. And tell them and do whatever they say. Do whatever the man say because otherwise you're out, bud. You're out. They're gonna just smash you and put you in some building and just smash you in there.
The picture has a headache, or two?
You want to know?
Yes, I do.
Okay, when a sperm and an egg go together to make a baby, only one sperm goes up in the egg. And when they touch, there's 2 contact points that touch before the other 2. And then it's carried up into the egg. And when they fuse, It's like nuclear fusion, except it's human fusion. There's a mass loss of the proton. One heat abstraction goes up in the electron, spins around, comes back down into the proton to form the mind, and the mind can be reduced to one atom.
At this point, what would you like us to...
So, wow, this guy, people could say, wow, this guy's a genius. This guy's a savant. He's talking all this stuff, he's smashing about atoms and this, and wow, 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 right? But no, they're saying, oh, it's a negative symptom. Flat fact. And this guy, they're saying this guy clearly is delusional because he's trying to kill himself. He's realizing afraid of people. What about Bob? He needs to be massaged back in to be a productive little citizen, worshiper of the light, in a way that he feels he's in control now.
to do for you?
I'd like you to get me off of cigarettes, get me dried out, cleaned up, so I can go home and get a job in a bakery and go to medical school.
And this guy's like, yeah, right. What is this guy doing? I mean, this is all trauma. And people are like, yeah, we just haven't recognized it, blah, blah. We need more money and more awareness of this. You're already self-aware, you fool. So what is your self-awareness doing to your troll bash image? Exactly. You have no clue. Return to the Father, yes. Receiveth you with open arms, and in fact filleth with all what you're trying to fill your life with. But no, you only fill your life with just psychotic episodes and this and that. Because now it's just about feeling comfortable in what you worship already. Because if anybody talks about I mean, you could just look at this. I mean, look at all these images, right? And all of these movies somehow have supposed force acting against a particular protagonist, against an actor or a group of people, and somehow there's something working against them, and wow, what you call conspiracies, right? What people think isn't happening, but it is happening, and all around you, and somehow you have to be the only gunman to stop it all. Right? Rehashes of the same bash story of the lie that telleth you. But all the while it's there and you worship it, but then you scoff at the actual working behind the scenes and call it fairy tale and call it mental illness. Oh, this is hilarious. Because conspiracies, look, images. Whoa, conspiracies, all the entanglement of the world and this and that. It's not real. It couldn't possibly be because, again, all these are rabbit holes. Because the obvious is that there is workings behind what you don't see. So what are they? Exactly. You have no clue. But it's a spiritual battle because ultimately all these little schemes that may or may not be going on, but of course they are. What do they represent? Defiance. Reactive images that perpetuate some cause and image, right? And worship of do as thou wilt, the shape-shifting light. As long as people are just buying into this one or that misinformation or other one, who knew that misinformation is as conspiracy in itself? Wow. And people are going to deny that misinformation exists. Wow, what a shame. So this is just hilarious. People are eating themselves, truly, meaning devouring, destroying themselves and others. It's the caving in of life at man's hand of himself, all because of the denial that they're in the living, the realm of the living, and that there is a creator. Who knew? What a shame.